Hello again, everybody, and thank you again for tuning into my YouTube channel. Before we move along with the topic of today, just a couple of orders of business, if you will. Please, if you like the content and what you see and what you hear on this channel, please take a moment to like and subscribe. I never take it for granted. I really do appreciate it, and I do have a new goal of trying to reach 550 subscribers by the end of this year. So if you could do that for me and help support me that way, that would be absolutely awesome. The other thing is, on June 20th, my collaboration with Andy Lee, a project called Summerdale Avenue, is out and available for streaming and or purchase. The album is called Darkness Within Serenity. Another way to support myself as well as Andy is to check out that album. We would greatly appreciate it. Again, the name of the collaboration is Summerdale Avenue, and the album is Darkness Within Serenity. So, now let's get on to our topic of the day. Before we get into it, I need to take a deep breath. 60! I said it! 60! How did this happen? I'm going to be turning 60 in a month or so. Actually, by the time this is airing, probably just a few short weeks. 60! It makes no sense. It seems like I was only 20 yesterday, but I'm turning 60? That's 30 plus 30. 30 times 2. 59 plus 1. 60! How the hell did this happen? But I have to accept it. I have to accept that I'm aging. I don't have to necessarily act my age, whatever that might be. I don't need to give up playing guitar. I don't need to give up playing heavy metal and adoring and loving and breathing metal all the time. I just have to accept the fact that I am all those other things, a heavy metal guitar player who's still putting out music and releasing music, except I'm 60. It's really strange, but the reason I'm making this video is because of a conversation that I had with Andy Lee, who I collaborate with in the project Summerdale Avenue. The conversation that we had was the importance of creating, how intensely important creating is. To create equals life, not so much as of the product that you're putting out. That can take on a life of its own, but it helps our mental health. And when your mental health is in shape, it also can have an opportunity to help your physical health. If nothing else, your good mental health can give you the push to strive for a better diet and good physical health as well. And listening to Andy talk to me when I kind of needed a little bit of a boost, and Andy, thank you so much. He reminded me how important it is to create. And for someone like me that did take a 20-year absence from playing guitar and making music, learning the importance of creativity in order to sustain mental and physical health has really done wonders for me. And Andy really kind of put a lot of things into perspective for me. So again, love you, Andy. You know it. There's no question about that. But I started to think about this further, about the need to create. It isn't just me. Hopefully it's you guys too, my audience, who is into creating, whether it's, painting, doing puzzles. It could be your job, if your job is creative in that sense. But of course, the majority of the people that are listening to my channel are making music of some sort, mostly heavy metal music. But I actually started to think about Mick Jagger. Mick Jagger is 80. He's 80. At least I'm 20 years younger than him, but he's 80. The Rolling Stones have a new album out. It was released in 2024. Brand new. I don't even know how good it is or if it's good at all, but nonetheless, Mick Jagger did it at 80 years old. Him, Richards, and Woods. It's really interesting because they didn't need to make an album. Jagger certainly didn't need to make money. They have all the money in the world, it seems. I'm sure they have hyperbolic chambers and probably personal chefs and everything money can buy, and then an abundance after that. However, it really struck me with the average age of a Rolling Stone, if you will, and we'll just use Mick Jagger as the example of being 80. Why would they go out and endure the rigors of touring and recording? It keeps them alive. It keeps them sane. It keeps their mental health going. The Rolling Stones are going to be doing a tour of the U.S. U.S., big, overblown country, 16 dates with about 3 to 4 days rest in between. That's still a pretty grueling schedule when you think about planes, tour buses, and those things. Transportation is still transportation, and transportation can still suck no matter how much money that you have. But their drive to do it to create an album, to create a magic on stage. That's what's keeping them alive. That's what's keeping them, hopefully, healthy. 80 years old and still getting out there and doing it, because that desire to create, creativity can equal life. Artistic creativity can equal life and health. When I think about somebody else who's closer, or actually is my age, I'm a couple of months younger than him, Kerry King, he's 60. He's 62. We're not 62, but I mean 60 also. He's 60 years old. Tom Araya didn't want to do Slayer anymore. Kerry King didn't have any quit in him. He said he wasn't done. He, too, has enough money, I would imagine, to keep himself going for the rest of his life, but he's decided he doesn't want to just get stagnant and have his mind turn to jelly and not do anything and sit on a pile of money and not be mentally healthy enough or physically healthy enough or engaged in the world and the things that he loves, you know, just to give it all up because he turned an age. He turned a magical number, 60. I'm turning 62. I gotta say it again, though. 60? How did that happen? So Kerry King set out. It took him a while to do it, but he found the right lineup, and he really put out a kick-ass solo album. I wasn't expecting a lot from it necessarily, but I got my teeth kicked in from this record. 60 years old, and this man is kicking in my teeth. This is fantastic. He wants to stay creative. He wants to stay alive. He wants to stay mentally and physically healthy. I hope you do too. I don't care what age you are. Get out, create, whatever that might be. Make music, make art, give it to the people. And it doesn't make a difference if one person likes it or a million people like it. It might make a difference financially, but when you're getting, hopefully, that positive feedback, and you'll be able to give yourself positive feedback internally about what you're creating, making yourself feel good, and taking on mental and physical health, and defying the age, defying the number, because you're being yourself and being true to yourself. And being true to yourself doesn't mean that you're not going to go to your regular job. I, too, work the rigors of a job to keep a roof over my head and to take care of my wife and my family. Nobody ever really thinks I'm 60 because I don't act it, and I'm just staying healthy, I think, because of it. So please, do art. Be creative. Listen to Andy Lee's advice that he gave to me and how he kind of shook me to my core a little bit. Again, thank you, Andy. All right. Creativity, it equals life. Creativity can be sustenance. Creativity can sustain good health. Stay strong. Stay metal. Stay creative. Metal. Peace. Thanks so much for listening to this. I got to say it again. 60? How the hell am I turning 60? I still don't believe it. Take care, everybody.